versus Mother Love.
One Love and Wellness.
Okay. Yes.
How are you guys doing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear? Yes.
I can hear you. It's a lot of noise, but I can hear you.
What kind of noise?
Some kind of buzzing or humming.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, when that purple, it was great when that purple what's the name was used. You could pass it around as a mic, but or just put it in y'all's direction. That worked out real well. That purple pill.
All right. How about now?
I can hear you. Yes, it just sounds like you were.
No buzzing.
Oh yeah, there's buzzing.
And no buzzing,
But
right?
it's okay. More buzzing now, less buzzing before. But yeah, just have
You
to
say.
point the
You
pill
say.
in.
You say.
Okay, less buzzing
Okay.
now.
Gotcha. That's the whole point. All right. Muy excelente.
So welcome to Heart Happy Hour on the set of Soulful Sunday. Master Chef, High Priest Master Chef, and Bowl Master Tony. Are there other guests in the studio audience?
Not yet. At least not in the
Okay,
physical.
yes, because I thought I heard some children or a young child. So that was in Spirit Land. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there is that echo of the return cycle. I don't know how that is affecting things. So today's topic is the chosen one and a chosen one. And can you be both?
Oh, is that? Yeah, I think it's Precious. Precious. Precious
One
Love.
love and wellness.
Tony was asking, could you hear him? You couldn't hear him when he was speaking just now. Just right
I
there.
can't hear him now.
How about now?
Can you hear me now?
I think I'm gonna put my volume on another device and see how that sounds.
Can you hear me now? Hello,
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I hear you. I hear you slightly. I'm about to put it on my big speaker so I can hear it better. Switch. Go to this. So how was everybody strong? Let's talk about the days that have passed between the last and now.
If you
How
like.
for art thou?
If you like. We know. We already know
Thou
you got
art
something good this
wonderfully
year.
well. Ah?
We know you got something good this year. So what you got? What you got?
Oh man, I got a poem that includes some parliament stuff. Let me put this on. Yeah, and yeah, I just want to talk about the chosen one. You know, the ones those that are making the choice and moving forward with their mission of being the captain of their ship and choosing to be the one or a one. And like I said, I wanted to see what your thoughts were on can you be both?
Yeah, actually, that's the whole idea. Of my person says life is yes and no. It is both at the same time. It looks at what was the subtitle there? Hold on, what did the subtitle? There was some subtitles that was written on the. Oh yeah, being the chosen one in your family, and a chosen one for humanity. So that's how that
Right.
V and came about. Because we're looking at, generally speaking, there are the exceptions, but generally speaking, when those of us, like personally, my personal visit to all of us, Tony, you are, we are the, some may say the black sheep, or the chosen one to break the generational curses of our family. And for the most part, it's not the entire family. It's not the entire family that's gonna be on this journey. so,
This
so
just in.
this is not the entire family. You are the chosen one from the biological family, and
Okay.
the scripture says, Bible, a man leaves his mother and father, go finds a wife, and they become one. So you leave your biological family as a chosen one to find your spiritual family. And when you find your spiritual family, then you become a chosen one because everybody in the spiritual family is chosen. Hence, all three of us we're chosen. So we all gods, we're all starseeds, we're all this. And yes, our biological family is too, but they not choosing. They're not choosing to lock and load with it, to come on with it. So that's the concept of what came to my person. Yes, we are the and a chosen one at the same time. And of course, the exception, because sometimes in the biological family, you're a chosen one in the biological family as well. Because sometimes I've come across, very rarely, someone who says they and their mother, father, brother, siblings, everybody's on their journey. That's very rare, but that is possible because it's always yes or no. And at the same time, my person has experienced being the black sheep of the black sheep. So even though we say on the conscious side, those of us, you leave your biological family to go to your spiritual family, and everybody there's the chosen one. Still, even in the chosen group, some are half-ass choosing. So then you become the chosen one in a chosen group, because not everyone who is chosen, who say, yeah, I'm chosen, I choose it, but they choose it in lip service, and they half-ass do the lifestyle, the discipline to fully become the God. And so then, even though we're saying yes, we choose it, you still can become the chosen one in that group because you're the one who are actually doing the discipline. So it really comes down to when you find that, when you got that group and everybody's got that self-discipline, that shadow work, the inner child work, and when somebody says something to you, you open to it because you look, you say, I don't see it, but you might be right, so we ain't gonna say shit. You just gonna look at it, study it. So you hear that vibration of acceptance, of like, all this shit I create. And if ain't no shit, if somebody say, there's some feedback, some shit unpleasant, okay, how to look at that, because I'm the motherfucking chosen one, how to bring balance in the situation, starting with self. So that's my person's take on the chosen one and a chosen one, how it came up with that.
It's like half-ass, like a cheek.
Get closer, T.
One cheek. It's like half-ass, like a cheek, like just one cheek. It's not two cheeks.
Right.
You feel me, man? Like you half-ass.
Right.
So would that be a choose?
Something like that.
Two chooses is a cheek. Is a cheek.
Half-ass, right.
Two gooses is a geese.
Right.
You half-ass and shit. Like it's not the whole. You know what
Right.
I mean? It's
It
like,
ain't the whole, because only a half.
Only
The
half.
shit can't come out, so you full of shit. So you half-ass, you full of shit. You half-ass, because the shit ain't coming out. You're not detoxing.
yeah.
You know, so you're not giving back to the earth to fertilize shit. You keep it all to yourself, and it's just building up. So
Right.
yeah, half-ass.
Then you just got a pile of shit. So yeah, it's a pile of shit. That's funny.
Blocking your shit.
Precious mother love, can you hear me now?
I can hear you better now, sure.
Oh, okay, great. How you doing? Good to see you.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I was just saying, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, you as well. One Love and Wellness. It's been a awesome past couple of days, and things are flourishing and growing so beautifully. It's amazing. You know, Mary has been quite contrary. My garden has been growing, and how, with silver bells and conker shells all lined up in the
Pretty maids all in a row. Pretty maids all in a row. Yes, Lord. Wonderful.
popping up all over the place. Daisies and roses and lilies. This is a flower moon coming up. We got a flower moon coming up Thursday, and you know, let's make sure that a chef is going to do a presentation at the full moon that we're doing this Thursday too. So each full moon we'll have people doing presentations. I mean, that's what we've been normally doing, but yeah, this is that time right now. We're in a flower moon. Silver bells and cocker shells all lined up in a row.
Wonderful. Very lovely.
Ashe. So we got room for singing bowls if you with it. You coming?
Always.
In more ways than one, whatever. Multi-dimensional activity.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're the chosen ones, and I have chosen for us to gather on a regular basis. Even when I'm not doing like a major production, I still feel like that energy is so fertile, you know, that some of the key folks that come together, when we come together, we maximize our energies, you know, by collectively connecting and rising higher together, you know, with our effectiveness.
That's the whole idea. That's it.
Yeah. Last month was really powerful. We had a like about six wizards in attendance. All of them had wands or crowns or an axe or something that they were using as a tool for connectivity and elevation of the energy, or wielding the energies around.
Wonderful.
Yeah. We took a couple of photos, but you know, I don't want to make it a public thing to show the photos per se. I just want folks to come and get the energy. And I'm not publicizing it anywhere. It's just word of mouth. So if you want to come, you gotta be in touch with one of us, and we'll send you the private invite. Other than that, you know, it's not going to be broadcasted or posted. It's not going to be on our platform. We're just showing and sharing love and coming together as a unit.
What was that question you asked earlier? You were speaking of the chosen ones.
Yes.
Who's doing the choosing?
Yes. Who? And who gives you the power to choose? How do you know when it's time to choose? What are your choices? Every second we have a choice. Every second we are choosing. And your consistent choices and consistent choosing gives you a following. You've got a following and connecting the dots.
A following.
Right.
All the followings, therefore not choosing as well.
Is a choice.
They'll choosers.
Not choosing is a choice.
Oh, so you're always choosing. Root.
You have to be.
Word choosing. Always.
Thing is, seems to me like we make a lot of decisions based on our past choices. How do you change your choice to make new choices? To be the chosen or not to be the chosen? What's the Tell me how you might undo what you've done to do something new, to choose something new.
Choose something new.
Just that simple.
Simply that.
Well, suppose you got a habit of choosing other stuff and now you want to choose some new stuff.
We'll choose some new stuff.
What the choice? How do you choose? First of all, how do you choose? So okay, so put it back on yourself personally, because pretty sure, just look at your life now, and say over the last year, 2, 3 years, there may have been something that you wish you wanted to shift or change and haven't done it yet, or it hasn't been done yet. So that's where we start. Bring it on self, because yeah, on this journey of becoming, the all becoming Yeshua, it's about choosing different. Because right now, how do you have a life that sets yourself apart, where even if you don't say it, people can know that you on a journey that they're gonna see on a different, some different shit, because they see and feel something different because of what you're choosing. And so even in that, to get to that point, if to a certain degree, all of us are already there because we have the ability to shift the room whenever. Even without playing the bowls, Tony shift the room.
Oh.
It just adds to it. And so one way or another, it will shift. Right? So again, the question becomes, personally, Mother Love, how do you do that? How do you say, okay, well, I've been having this, thing, thorn, as Paul said, aside, and so realizing now where it come from, could be trauma, could be a wiring issue, could be something came from a past life, it could be, where does this thing of doing this comes from that is not really beneficial, and how to begin to choose something different. So sometimes it's knowing where it came from, but sometimes it's knowing who you are, how you are, your goals, how you show up, your purpose. When you know your story, it's easier to choose intentionally because you know your story. You're choosing what's best for your story. So without knowing your story, the choices you make seem as though there's more trial and error. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna choose this, I'm exploring. You're choosing different stuff because you haven't found it. Once you found it, your choices become very narrow. So we kind of shared how we do it at the same time, but asked me how you do it. That's how it works. As we was talking, we say, well, how do you do it? We say, well, shit, we just, first of all, we say, what's our story? What's the mother, who are we, how we, the high priest, what does that look like? And so now, as we get an idea of what that looks like, what vibration does that entail, how to show up. So now every choice that my person makes has to be a choice that's in line with that. So that's how my person do it. So again, it comes back to knowing who you are, then making choices that align with who you are. That's all we got.
Okay. So yeah, the choosing. So previously, I didn't know so much that I was the person I was the being, I was the energy. I could choose to choose my energy. I didn't know that those choices were even a choice because I was so busy choosing. And then I started feeling like I was choosing a lot of other people's choices and not my own choices, until I started getting comfortable with making my own choices and comfortable with my own confidence of being comfortable with making my own choice. Like when I was told that I was the captain of my own ship. I'm like, wait a minute. Because the chef used to say something about enjoy your choices, or at the top of the day, he used to say something. What did you say at the top of the day? You would say something about enjoy your choices today, or choose, choose.
Enjoy your creations. Enjoy your creations.
Enjoy your creations.
Enjoy your
Yes.
creations, baby. Enjoy your creations.
Yes. And man, that used to smack me in the face real hard. Like, wait a minute. I am making these choices. I'm choosing this. Man, I was beating myself up because if I get to make the choice, and what's happening is because of those choices, then I had to start getting to the root of why was I making certain choices, and to what degree was I willing to bear the brunt of what was, like I wasn't aware that it was a choice until I knew that it was a choice. And once I knew that it was a choice, I had to start looking at how I was making choices. And it started changing from there, like, oh, okay, as long as I lean my ladder against the right wall, as far as, saying what I mean what I say, and doing what I say, so being a woman of my word, it made a bigger impact on how purposeful, how much in my purpose that I started staying in my lane, like I don't have to adventure out to do what everybody's doing, unless it hits home for me.
Exactly. You know what's funny, when you said you chose to beat yourself up, right? Because of, different choices, because of other choices that you made, right? So getting to the source of that, it's like, let's flip that, like it, and I'm not saying, I understand what you're saying with your experience and so forth, but I'm kind of nitpicking a little bit to help us to see, like how, where we talk to ourselves, like it's like, all right, I chose to beat myself up. Well, how about if I chose to massage myself? And enlighten, you know what I'm saying? The situation. Okay, yes, I did beat myself up.
Yeah, I did beat myself up. Start loving on myself, yeah.
Yeah, now let me love myself back up, because it's still myself.
Right.
In the beat up, in the massage, in all of that, is still myself. So sometimes you gotta get beat up, boxes and all that stuff. That's conditioning. You see what I mean? Shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
training day.
Exactly right. So it's like, all right, then you come through better, and you go through. You have your spa day, or you do your self work and do whatever you need to do. It could be martial arts, it could be football, it could be basketball, it could be whatever it is that gets you in that zone to love yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's a good.
Well, that's the point. I had to get to the point of knowing how to love myself, how to support myself with my words and my deeds, and how to not beat myself. Last week I did some plants, and I got to the self of myself, and myself of myself had a talk with me, like was scolding me, like telling me some things. Telling me some things that I knew, but I wasn't putting it at the top of the list. It's like, you already know this stuff, but why are you fucking stupid. You stupid shit. You're doing some stupid shit for no fucking reason. Like, I was cussing myself out in my self. Like, I wasn't talking to myself. Myself was talking to myself.
Right. So you fucking smart. You fucking did that shit for a reason. That dumb shit that you thought was dumb, I did that shit for a reason. You don't even know the reason why I'm doing that shit, but that shit is growing over here while you still focused on the distraction or whatever that you made for yourself over here. You see what I'm saying? So it's still growing. Don't forget, water it all. You see what I'm saying? It's all part of the all. So don't neglect one for the other. Don't spite your tongue. What's that? Fuck that smart shit.
Spite your that shit.
Yeah, that'll get a good, do the whole thing.
Right.
So I had to get inside of what was really making me tick and what was I really getting up to. And because apparently, I keep hurting my foot and my feet or my knee and my legs for a reason. Like my walk needs to be corrected. Like I need some corrective actions. And so I finally was able to get to the bottom of correcting my walk so that as I am the captain of my ship, I have that secureness in my footage, in my placement of my steps, and how you say your steps are ordered by God. Well, I am the God ordering my steps. So instead of me just deciding, okay, I'm going to keep walking regardless of the terrain I'm on, sometimes I need to recognize when I'm on sacred ground. So that's where I was at with it. Like, yeah, choosing me,
That's what it's all
choosing to be
about.
the chosen.
That's it. Choices, yeah. See, see,
See,
Right.
that's the shit.
and that
A
is
sailor went to sea to see what he could see.
see,
But all that he could see was the bottom of the ocean. See.
see. There it is. We see.
A
What?
sailor went to Uwashi to see what he could Uwashi.
Yeah, yo, there you went back. That's like kindergarten shit. Yeah, everything you need to know you learn in kindergarten. You
That's
know?
why we carry them children, because they remind us about the inner child.
Yeah.
See?
And that's where it all started.
Yeah, that's Pierre Rene Antonius here.
Say that again, Pierre.
Rene Antonius here.
Oh my God, Renee. No, not Renee.
She here, child. Yes, Rene.
Yeah. I saw some photos of myself over the week. Someone sent another photo. And it's amazing when I go back and look at the face of myself back in that mindset, and I'm able to go back to the memory banks of who that person was at the time of the image. So connecting from then till now, it's like a rabbit hole of stuff that comes out. It's like zzz, boom, like wow, ooh, amazing.
It is a spot.
Renee was something else.
It's still something else. The past, the present, and the future's now. So that's why we say, hey, the inner child is still here, baby.
In front of yourself. Cycle.
Yeah, I was at a family event yesterday and they were calling me that name.
Yeah.
Say that again, Master Tony. What you say?
Cycles. 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 Cycles.
Cycles.
Cycles. Cycles.
Circles.
Cycles.
Right.
Will it go
Can you
around
hear me
in
now?
circles?
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I can. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Lovely.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, the other thing on the thing was with the chosen one. They chose the one a tribute to Malcolm X because as being the chosen one, he was really just the chosen one. He don't really see him making it to a chosen one, and the reason being because he was the chosen one from his family. You know, that story, love telling the story of Malcolm to like youth and rites of passage, because a lot of them either forget or don't recall or not aware, of his startings. As a child, from being very, very good in school. Very, very like a student. Doing very well, and he wanted to be somebody great. Be somebody. But the council was like, nah, you're a nigga. You might as well be a trash collector. You ain't got no good future. And that kind of broke him, in school back in the day. That started, and then his father got killed by the Klan. The activist speaking out. His father got killed. Kind of gave up and went to the streets. What was the name? Detroit Red, Boston Red, or something like that. Boston Red. In Massachusetts, and with white gals, and hitting licks, stealing shit, running numbers. In the street.
Running amok.
Even hanging out with Red Fox. They had a gig together. Washing dishes and back in the day before they came up. So yeah. So then Malcolm, went to prison for this, that, and the other. And that was in prison when he found out about the Nation of Islam. And then from there, he went to the Nation and then he still was the chosen one. Because around everyone, even Elijah Muhammad and everyone, he came into an organization already. He was like, yo, this is great. Kind of like church. This is great. Salvation. Shit. But then he was like, yo, we gods. We're not supposed to die. We can do greater works than these. Enoch and Elijah didn't die. God is on the inside. Shit, what's happening? No, let's do this. But the nation, the church of nation, the nation of church, they was like, nah, nigga, you're doing too much. We got just enough. We getting this money. Everybody comfortable, we happy. We got the girls around, we got the ladies, so you're doing too much. And so ousted. And then we got his own organization. He come to realize, went to make wait a minute. White people, black people of all colors eating from the same pot with their hands. It's not about the color, it's about the heart. And as we begin to go to this, human rights thing, he still was the chosen one because he was by himself. And as if you're the only one, something happened to Malcolm, it fell off. However, if he was a chosen one, his boy, whoever right there with him, like, oh, you got him, but there's more of us. You can't stop all of us because we all the same. So yeah, this is a tribute to Malcolm. We give thanks, honor to Malcolm X and his journey. His bravery, his courage. He's here now. We pull up on you. We pull up on that strength and courage, Malcolm. And we give thanks for your honor, your bravery, your courage. And what we're saying is that we're using that. We're adding that to our repertoire of vibration, so that every one of us is coming up equally. So, if hypothetically saying, if there was something to go down, you take out the head, you take out the rest of it, everyone's ahead. We're all ahead. I admit, is Malcolm's philosophy elevated to say that we're all it. We're all Malcolm. We're all about it. We're all about it like Malcolm. So this is for you, Malcolm. I admit it's a tribute to you. We're holding space, this legacy. What you do, and others. However, this is your incarnation day. So this is a special portal that we're evoking and invoking for Malcolm X. The chosen one who holds the space for all of us to become a chosen one. Give thanks, Malcolm. That's Malcolm. By any means necessary.
Yes.
God. Shape.
So, by any means necessary.
That's right, by any means necessary.
Because it's coming at us in so many ways. We have become like ninjas with energy. That's my thought. I'm thinking the more you're capable of detecting energy, reflecting energy, and protecting your energy. Once you learn the different ways of mechanism of being able to wield. It's a wheel in the wheel. Wield at will. Exactly. Then that's when you're able to make a better way for your choices.
I will. This is I will. You see, I will.
That's the Bindu.
I will.
Bindu. Supramental consciousness.
I will in the will.
Supramental
This is I
consciousness.
will in the will. You see, I will in the will.
Yes.
A will in the will. That's
Su-
it. So that's how this journey is going.
Supramental consciousness. This is the will in a wheel. Bendu.
Bindu.
Bendu. 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 Bendu.
Bindu.
Bendu.
Bindu.
Bendu. Bendu.
This is Bindu. Talking about I need chakras.
Oh
The
yes.
Bindu.
Bendu.
When you say the Om and you go to meditation,
Ooh,
you
yeah,
put the
that's
entire
that
body,
sound. You see what I'm saying? That's that shit.
the vibration.
Bendu, right? You know what I'm saying? Supramental consciousness or naughty.
Nadi.
Naughty.
Nadi.
Naughty.
Nadi.
Naughty.
This is the Nadi.
Yeah. Naughty. Naughty.
Nadi.
You know?
Yes, the yes.
What's
the
another
Nadi.
name for it? I don't know. Shit.
The Holy Ghost. The Ghost of the Holy Ghost.
Alpha and the Omega. You're the beginning and the ending. The beginning and
Another
the end.
word for what?
I don't know. Shit.
Nadi. Nadi.
Yeah.
The Nadi.
The inner sound.
Being
The inner
naughty?
sound. That's your tone.
N-A-D-I, not N-L-U-T. Not N-A-U-G-H-T-Y. That's naughty. But naughty. Naughty, not naughty.
Naughty,
N
naughty,
O
Naughty
T T
or
Y,
nasty.
naughty.
naughty.
N O T T Y.
N-A-D-I.
Yeah, we did just say that at the same time.
Ah,
N-A-D-I.
Act like that didn't just happen.
okay. Yeah. Because if you being about the knot,
Like, yeah,
if you
that's
being
naughty,
about the
you
knot,
know?
you naughty.
Right. Should not. Should inner tone. Inner tune. Inner tune, man. Woo, man.
Please.
Yes. The inner tune.
In a bag of chips. Uh-oh.
That's like that X-Men character Quicksilver. You familiar with Quicksilver? That would be the Marvel version of Flash. For the DC niggas, you got Flash and you got Quicksilver. Quicksilver, Flash.
All the
Either get
same.
close to
All
it
chosen
or
ones.
speak to
Silver
it.
Surfer. Silver Surfer and Sagittarius rolling around doing their thing, you know, all through the galaxy. Pop, 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 pop. Fighting, what was his name? Raxus. Raxus.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sad I can't hear Tony for good.
He's floating around. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
That's tone E.
Talk to the purple pill.
You gotta be in a certain vibration. That's tone E. What's your tone? You gotta be in harmony with E.
Okay. I'm vibing with the vibe of whatever the vibe is. So there's a vibe on the E. I'm on the E too.
All right. On the E. On the good foot.
So let me share this cosmic funky what do you call it? Poem.
All right.
Because I like to make my funk a P-funk. I want to get funked up. So this is the poem. Cosmic Funk.
Cosmic Funk!
In the depths of space where stars ignite, one nation grooves under moonlight. We want the funk, give up the beat. Galactic rhythms move our feet. Atomic dogs in cosmic flight. Bow wow wow, those through the endless night. Flashlight gleams on asteroids. Neon dreams, no voids, no voids. P-Funk wants to get funked up high. Across the Milky Way, we will fly. Aqua boogie, swim through the stars. Psycho alpha disco beta bio aqua dulup, no bars. Up for the downstroke cosmic sway. In funky orbits, we always stay. Unfunky UFO passed me by, but our groove, it will never die. In the universe, vast and grand, we take each other by the hand. Do fries go with that shape? We ask. In interstellar funk, we bask. Through galaxies, we spread the sound. With George's funk, we're cosmos bound. So make the funk the P funk now. In cosmic unity, we vow.
All right.
Snap,
That's the
snap, snap.
P funk.
Clap,
So
clap,
wait,
clap. Yeah.
so
Just a
wait,
little
that's the
something.
lyrics to the song.
No, that's a poem using some of the lyrics of the
Oh,
songs
okay. Oh,
of
that's what I'm
of
talking
like
about.
8 different songs.
Oh, okay, you kind of fusing like a remix.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
yeah. It's
about.
about
Okay.
frequency
Yeah. Nah, it's like
and the
that's
P funk.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you do like research and shit, and then like putting different
Yeah.
puzzle
So
pieces
yeah,
together.
so I just kind of wanted to bring some of those funky lyrics into some focus. It sounds to me like cosmic slop. Like we are all aliens and we just throwing out our little hooks and trying to grab a little bit of space. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Say that again, like we're all aliens, and say it again. And who's that context? That we want to get the context of this. Being all aliens.
I'm not hearing a thing.
Well, just asking about the concept of being all aliens. We're speaking about
Asking about
being aliens. Aliens. You're saying
aliens
it's all.
thing. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Right. Was asking about the aliens. You saying something about the aliens? We're like aliens or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're an Octorian, you know about that.
Right. So that's what I was asking.
Yeah, what you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what you saying?
Oh, the poem was just to say that, we're cosmic people and and all those things are normal. It's normal for us to like we're cosmic beings in this corporal temple. So I don't know. I just kind of threw out a bunch of nonsensical, made some sense of stuff.
Yeah, that's what we in there talking
It's all
about. Like,
sensory.
how is that like? You know what I'm saying? Like let's get into it. Like, let's talk about it. Like, what's that mean? What you talking? What you saying?
Talk about what? Being an alien or flying through space?
Yeah, like, what's that mean? Like, what's up?
Oh
I'm trying to do
yeah.
that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't take my body with me when I go flying through space. I take my spirit out. I dock my being, my physical being. I dock her because she's a she. But the spirit that is removed from the physical. And when she goes to hang out, when I hang out in spirit, it's a spiritual thing. But it's very freeing to be able to slough off the physical and move about in ways that like I said before, I knew I could choose. I didn't know what my choices were, but when I started learning what I could choose, I started choosing to do things like separate myself so that I could have more of a spiritual experience, more of I could move about more freely. I could explore and adventure in ways that were not seen to be potential choices prior to that. Ever since that breath exercise as a child, I knew that there was more to this physical. I separated, that was when I learned how to separate myself from the body and actually begin to take more of a um, childlike exploration path.
You talking about like astral projection?
I'm talking about whenever you can separate from the physical and go, yeah, it could be astral projection. It could be, what's that kind of sleep?
Lucid dreaming,
Lucid dreaming, yes. Hmm.
or
Lucid dreaming. So you're in like a lucid dream right now.
Right.
or remote viewing.
Remote
Like you,
viewing. Hmm.
To
But
remote.
there are other, there, um, other terms that can apply to what that condition could be called.
Like what?
But
What else?
so you said astral projection. I said lucid dreaming. I would say a daydream is that as well, which is like a lucid dream. But that's what I'm saying. All these names are probably somewhat interchangeable.
right?
You know,
They are. There's the idea of physical body being here, and you consciously aware of you someplace else, another dimension doing something. So
right. I may still be tethered to the body to some degree, but I give myself a lot of rope.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
all that.
Right.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
yeah.
it
So
just
yeah.
go ahead.
Now, when you finish, my person is going to share a little bit. So when you're done, when you complete, we don't want to cut you off.
Your person was going to share what? Speak up. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to share uh the other side of that. That's from the masculine perspective. My person's choice.
The
Um,
grounding part.
no, the masculine. So
Okay, gotcha.
right, which is about the teleportation piece. So
Okay.
my person just choosing to says that's one way to travel, astral. We're choosing to travel with the entire body.
Okay.
So the body, with the entire body comes with us.
Is that teleportation?
Yes. Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
I
just a
see
matter
that.
of choosing every day, choosing every day to do that. What does that look like? How to do that? How to do that? And just becoming lighter and lighter, um, integrating the physical body, with the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies is one body.
Say that again. The physical.
Spiritual, emotional, and physical bodies
Okay.
into one body. Right.
So do you think that's the macabre that gets you there, or what are you seeing as your vehicle? Your energy takes you there. You bundle up your energy, you pack it all in,
Yes.
and you push go and you jettison to somewhere, taking everything with you.
Exactly. And what that looks like, the details of that is from the heartbeat, from the beat of the heart. My person visualize, sees that the center of the heart, when that heartbeat is coming from the black hole, the vortex, the portal from source. It's what science says the universe came from the Big Bang. That Big Bang, my person says, also is in the heart. Every heartbeat is a little bang because it's a spark. It's a small um, vibration, ejaculation from source energy of this energy, and then and it moves to the heart, so the heart pumps the blood. And so what we're going to do is reverse osmosis. So we're going to go back into that portal. Because my person says that where that heartbeat come from is that Merkaba. It's the masculine and feminine black black hole. And so when they rotate, and so from the masculine, the balance of the masculine and feminine, they poof, shoot that energy out from perfect balance. Poof, the heart beats. From that perfect balance, we're gonna go back into that. So the heart chakra is in the center of the seven major, three above, three below. So the three above and the three below is gonna come back to the center. They're gonna come back to the center inside on demand as the all-seeing eye, observe that. I will observe its emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies aligning so much that the physical body is now, well, the physical body through the lifestyle is able to hold the vibration of the pure energy because there's no interruption from any programming, any judgment of anybody doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. We don't give a fuck. We're not judging shit. So there's nothing that says everything is perfect. We accept in everything. So there's no judgment. So the physical body is able to hold all of that. And so we says when the chakras go in, the physical body is because we're one now. We're one because there's nothing separating the source of God from that spark and the physical body from creation. There's no judgment. There's no none of that. So we go back.
And he went into the death or the wilderness to be
Right.
tempted of the devil.
Right. And all that's going to happen is I, I will hold a vision of say Pleiades, the atmosphere, the Pleiades. And as I just relax, I collapse and then appear in the vision that it sees because it sees a vision. So I say, I watch the person says, let's remove it ourselves from this reality, this timeline. It's all everything is a timeline. We go from this timeline, let's go to we jump to a different timeline. We teleport to a different timeline because we see the timeline. We see the timeline while at the same time seeing the physical body. That's all we see. And we just start breathing deeply. So much so we breathe about one breath every 5 minutes. One breath. Shit. Then as we do breathing, we become so lighter. We just appear in the image that we see. As God projects himself into creation, that's what God do. Because this my person is God projects himself into this creation. So once I say, oh shit, that's what we did here. Let's do it there. So I remember that by the chakra, by the energy system, by being non-judgmental, releasing the trauma, the inner child, the shadow, all of that shit. So there you have it. We can keep going, but that's it. We keep going. We're just saying more of the same shit.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it. We out this mother. 2050 is the year. 2050 is the year. 2050 is the year. Earth year. It's Earth
Well,
year. 2050 is
suppose
Earth.
suppose that it comes sooner than that, that you're capable of pulling it together, packing it in, and pushing off and setting sail for your voyages before that.
That's the whole idea. Because to do it on 2050, we have already been practicing. We're gonna be in the we're gonna be in the mountains of Jamaica, right? And for certain events at the temple in Washington D.C., my person shall appear for the event at Temple Mother Earth. Because we're gonna be in the
Okay.
temple in Jamaica in the mountains. So we schedule an event, and then gonna show up. He don't need a passport. Schedule the event. Either it'll be planned or we just pop up in the corner. Guess who's here? That nigga. Oh, what's happening? But
I've
since everybody in the
actually,
temple is doing it, yeah, that's it. That's why the temple is such. That's why the temple resonates. Because we speak this shit in here and it feels so good, and everybody in here says, "Oh, it makes sense." And so if
you
everybody
know,
accepts it, whether they do it or not, shit, it feeds that. It fuels just what my person's saying. It fuels that. Another shout out to Temple Mother Earth. whatever, as a star seed, as a chosen one, to the Mother Earth is an incubator. Whether you watch online or come sit down or come here regularly, just one event. It's an incubator to encourage you for whatever you want to create, wherever you want to be, do and be it. Do and be it. That's
So,
it.
so I think I've seen an example of what you're explaining. Now that I've heard you explain it in that way, I think I've heard I've observed that of someone. Do you remember when the house in Tacoma Park that I lived in?
Yeah. Where
And you
the,
remember
where the
I
other
said,
amulet came from. The other amulet
right,
with the leather.
right, yes. But remember when my brother came up from Atlanta, and I would say that he would actually I would go by his bedroom. He'd be in his bedroom,
Uh-huh.
but then I'd go down into the basement and he would be in the basement before I got there. Like I would walk down there and he would be in the basement. And I know he didn't walk by me, and there's no other way to go down there but the way that I go. So he would have had to go by me. But and the same thing would happen when I would see him downstairs and I would go upstairs, then he'd be up there too. And it's like, what the heck? I believe, because remember I spoke of his mother was the one who taught me mental telepathy.
Right.
And his mother also taught me about the healing, that all is mind and all is mental and that kind of thing. So it, I believe I have observed what you said because of some of the things that he's expressed to me about how he's able to utilize his energy, like his mental abilities, and he's taught his son these things too, is what he was sharing with me. But he's definitely someone who I think maybe I should try to make a connection between you and he. He might share some of those.
They already connected.
Right. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and my person do recall you sharing that story a few times. So, right. Yeah.
I see a similarity now. To go somewhere else might be something else. But
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's another level. Right. That's another level of it. So yeah. So yeah. Yep. So from Jamaica to here, that's so yeah. So even before that, we gonna start in Jamaica. We'll be in the mountains of Jamaica, then pop down to the beach or some shit. Whew. So we're gonna be practicing in the
right,
mountains. Yeah,
Precious,
right.
precious mother love.
that's right.
I give you 99 wishes.
99 wishes. Okay, I'll accept 99 wishes. And what shall you reap in return?
Hopefully, if you include me in your wishes, whatever you
Ah,
thinking. Shit. That's all
Okay,
you gotta do.
okay.
Some brave shit. These is wishes. Whatever mansion or castle it is that you talking about that you wishing that you had, I hope I could just get a little nice little suite in the basement. You know what I'm saying? With some good air ventilation and so forth. You know,
Well,
can I roam the lands?
I just know that there is a cost involved. Is there's just as much give as there is take. So I
Freely
want to meet
receive,
you.
freely give. Freely receive, freely give. I'm freely giving you 99 wishes. You can freely do what the fuck you want to with them.
I'm definitely going to
Every
put that
breath
in
of
my
yours.
pocket.
Be like,
I
hold it
never
up.
without with 99 wishes. I saw something recently where a cat. This was a magical show. So a cat gave up one of his lives to save somebody, and um, spoke about that in order to come out of that previous life, in order to kill or to release the life of that previous, it took a lot of energy to crawl up out of a dead corpse. So it seems to me like if we died to self, That's when we can slough off any of that old dead energy and be able to pick ourselves up and begin a new life, begin life anew.
Oh, like Lazarus.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, some also call that dying to the ego,
Mm.
an ego death.
okay. Dying to self. Yes, dying to your ego.
Now,
Yes.
how about live to the ego? What's your ego telling you? It's obviously important because it keeps coming up. What's it telling you that you're not listening to as to why it keeps popping up? Oh, just ignore the ego. Fuck that. That's a motherfucking part of this whole goddamn shit. So I'm getting into it. What's the ego
Right.
telling me? Because it keeps coming up. Apparently, this is the nigga I need to ignore. Wait. That's ignorance. What the fuck is he saying? What's the ego saying?
Everything. The ego saying
Oh,
everything.
you arrogant. Oh, you insecure. All these so-called shits.
The ego saying everything.
Everything's telling you right there,
The
right in front of
sky's
your
the
face.
limit.
In front of your
There
face.
is no limit. There is no ceiling.
What? There's no what?
My ego says there is no ceiling. The sky's the limit is what I said at first, and I was like, there is no roof. Tear the roof off the mother sucker.
Make 99
The
wishes.
man, I'm not going to publicize what my wishes are.
Nah, this is just random. This is public shit. I'll go with you because shit, we got 99 of them. We can do whatever we like with them. These is random stuff. I wish for everybody to have a true knowledge of themselves.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
wish for you got
okay.
98 more. Can you help me spend some of this shit? I got an abundance over here. Can you help me spend some of it? What do you wish? What do we wish for? What we choose? What's going on?
Well, I wish for mental wellness for all those who have imbalanced mental energies. So I wish all of everyone that has mental imbalances could have harmony and balance in their mental processes.
All right, now is that one wish, or did you say the same thing two ways? Because if not, that's 97 and 96.
That's one wish. That's one
All right,
wish.
all right. So we
Okay,
at
yeah,
98. That's just
yes. So
just a
I
wish.
wish
Wait. Don't take all
I
the wishes. Wait. Don't take all the wishes. Don't take all the wishes. Not yet. You got it. We gonna just you wishing
that's
that
what I
you.
see.
There you go. You wishing that the master chef.
Yeah.
You got a wish? Can you spend number, what were we on, 97? Can you spend number 97 for us, please?
Okay, yes. My person's wish slash desire is for all to truly understand the ego. And that is not something that is evil and must be destroyed, yet it is something to be loved, cherished, and integrated to be one with.
Mm,
Yes,
there it is.
yes.
Precious mother love. Mm.
Tony, you ain't with your wish.
My bad. I skipped myself. How I did it? All right. I'm going to go with 96. All right. I wish. Ooh, man. I wish for the feeling of happiness and love and knowing to manifest itself in everyone that I come in contact with within myself. If someone doesn't know, just coming in contact with me, they know.
Yes.
Oh shit! Whoa, okay, bam! It is. That's one thing. That's random. You know what I'm saying? Just be the light. Same thing that the Bible talks about. I'm the way, the truth, and the light. So
Right.
be the light.
Right.
Right? That's my wish to be the way, the truth, and the light.
Yeah.
95.
You are it.
You're it. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
I'm up at bat. Let me take a swing at it. Let me take a swing. A batter. I wish that every person's skills would become prevalent and apparent to them that they are capable of using it as barter barter activity. I wish for a society where we would have barter capabilities of our skills and of our and value of our intellectual property. That sounds very individualistic. That sounds very individualistic. Okay, so let me tweak it. Let me tweak it. Let me tweak it. Okay, so the barter piece of it is that we're building for oneness. So we're bartering to build our oneness so that we can all become gods or gods of love or love, love each other so much that we can barter with each other in love. I don't know how that happens, but that's my utopia.
Well, that's it. Just hold it and watch it happen. Shit, that's the magic of creating shit.
That's number
Just
95.
just hold them, just hold the shit and just be surprised how it show up. Oh, that's how you came. We was waiting for you. We wouldn't know how you come, but you just how you came.
Good Lord. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, some of these wishes you're going to waste, but they're not going to be wasted. You be like, I wish this nigga would shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? They be like, then that shit happen. You're like, well, wait a minute. All right, let me get some other shit happen. I was like, yeah. But then it's like, all right, man, let's get back to what it is. What is it that serves me? What's benefiting? What's happening? What's the deal? Talk your shit.
Yes, and be sure this shit is the fertilizer that you would like because it does create
New fruit. New
Can
fruit.
I
new fruit.
can I say that some people's shit don't stink?
You can say it,
You can say it. That's cool.
and it is true.
I
And it
haven't
is
done a
true.
thorough investigation of everybody's shit to find out that it doesn't, so I don't really know. You
Yes,
know what I
have
mean?
have experienced that. Have
Yeah,
experienced that.
yeah. There's some shit,
Yeah,
there's other people's shit, but not everybody's shit. Everybody's shit, some people's shit might not stink.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Some
some
might
some people's shit you don't want to smell, and some people's shit don't have a smell or don't smell as bad as others.
No,
not smell.
no. Sometimes some it don't stink. Have experienced that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good detox
Right, right. With a
opportunities.
raw diet. Yep.
Oh, you know,
Some
and checking for it.
yeah.
Okay, damn, we good today. Yeah,
Centillions.
yeah.
Yeah, because somebody said that God shit gold.
God shit
Well,
go.
that is gold. That's the excrement of the gods. Turns
So
into gold.
so here's the thing now. So at some point, because my person has experienced this shit not stinking. So in Jamaica, we're gonna perfect our shit not stinking. Right now, we're gonna go most of the time with it not stinking. Now, in order to do that, my person has to choose a lifestyle that does that. Why? Because it has experienced having a shit and it didn't stink.
Mm,
And it was not recent.
mm,
It's been, maybe it's March, the last detox we did. Yeah, back in March, April, May. So this is May. So it's been 2 months. Nigga, the shit been kind of, something's going on. Not a whole lot. In fact, a day or two been kind of, because we did some stuff. We talking being transparent of the journey. This is the journey, how they can tell it for you. The tell all shit. This is our journey. So we have experienced some shit not stinking. And so now we say, okay, let's have a lifestyle where the shit don't stink. So for that, you know, again, back to choosing. We have to choose that. So that's all we got. We'll update you in
Yeah.
the next songs or so.
It's
Just
your
update.
choices.
You can
What
report
you
back.
say? Enjoy your creation.
Enjoy, right, enjoy. We create a stankless shit. We'll create that from time to time. From time to time. So we got to be, which also implies that when we're not doing that, we don't go too far overboard, so it takes a long time to come back to the stankless. So
Corrective act.
right. So we say we go ahead and play around a little bit, but we ain't going too far where it takes so long to come back. We still allowing the ego, the so-called ego, the separation to enjoy itself. Nigga like to get fish every now and again, seafood, and depending, we're not going to deny ourselves if she wants it, if the ego wants it, if the inner child wants it, because it knew what it grew up off of, and then sometimes it was emotional eating, and it was so good. So now we still may partake in emotional eating, while at the same time we partake in intellectual eating, as we merge the two. So the emotional eating will always be that of eating for the shitless. That's head of root. This was the second lieutenant, the sacral, the joy, the create. This shirt, it's orange. This head of root. Oh, she's here. That's out. She said, I knew you're talking about me. That's why you said wear this shirt. Because it's imperative we understand head of root, the sacral chakra. Shit, this shit is deep. Man, so this motherfucker, so head of root is joy. So the more that my person has joy for choosing things that will allow us to teleport, which includes like having shitless things. So choosing foods, choosing shit that are not choosing shit that allow the shit not to stink is cultivating that sacred chakra. However, right now it's still like some shit that, man, this shit is good. So it's still so we know, we're aware, we share how we know self, and we're not beating self up. We allow that space for her, the same for the lust, for the oh, this just tastes good, to be that, while we talk to her every day about, yeah, when we shift into this, because this is good too, ain't it, baby? She's like, oh, yeah, this is good too. We keep reminding her this shit good too. That's what the divine master do to Haru. Haru, that's Haru.
Good
So
for
Haru
you,
reminds
good to
Haru.
you.
Haru reminds Haru, yeah, enjoy yourself, but also this is good, and watch this, and watch it and feel it. And she said, okay, we're gonna do it. Like somebody who said, what's this? Is it vegan, plant-based? I'm gonna taste it. And you be like, it's good, you gonna like it. Yeah, yeah, it's good, ain't it? Yeah, it's good. So that relationship with somebody who's coming on to, plant-based, it happens inside my person with Haru and Heteru.
Yeah, you've been an introduction for a lot of people because of the way that you choose to eat. A lot of folks
Mhm.
have begun to eat that way because of what you've chosen and that you were sharing.
Yeah, it's all like
I've
this.
seen
These
that.
children can't be fighting amongst each other and so
Wait a
forth and
minute, say
so
it again,
on.
President Mother Love, what happened?
I was saying you actually have been the catalyst for a lot of folks to change their palate and make different choices because of what you chose to share. Because you were sharing, they got to see the experience, to have the experience of something that was enjoyable versus what a lot of folks, when they hear that, oh, it's no meat, you know, you actually have perfected ways in which to enjoy it in an easy way, but folks aren't. I don't know.
No.
I've noticed you've been able to encourage a lot of folks because of how you choose to eat. They were able to begin to choose that way too because it was enjoyable, it was tasty, it was a good experience.
All right. You want to hear that again? It's working. See? Get thanks. You- You're doing good.
Thanks for
You're
sharing.
doing good.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what I miss about it. We're just sharing our story. When you choose what's good for you, you say, "This is why I choose good for me." We ain't always been this way, but we're here now, and we're getting better. So we don't beat ourselves up. We just enjoy the transition.
Right. Again, I was watching a show yesterday where this young lady, she actually tapped into her. She was a psychic. Okay, she was able to tap into other people's mental energy, the emissions, the communications that the brain cells. She was able to tap into the other person's psyche. So
Yeah.
at some point, she tangled with a demon or a outside energy that was able to utilize her as a host for a bit, but when he separated, he took her memories. So she didn't remember who she was before she became who she was at that moment, meaning she had certain personalities, but didn't realize, well, what were the things that built me to be in this personality? So so at the conclusion of this, she was able to receive her memories back. But how she got them back is she went back to down her Akashic records. She had a plant-based experience, and she went down to her the host. I mean, to like her family tree, basically. And she went down her lineage, and all of the women that were in her lineage were in touch with her to say, look, this journey isn't only about what you remember from was this lifetime for you. It's lifetimes of energy and information that you now have access to. So it took for her to take out who she is now. Like, this doesn't even matter who you are now as much as it matters who you're connected to and how you hold on to that energy, because now that you know you can tap into that energy, and that energy is a part of the source that you're able to gather from as your all. Now, when you look at who you are now, including all of that lineage, it's like, so she had a choice to know her memories or not. She chose to get her memories back, but only after deciding that it doesn't matter what choices she made to get to where she is. She is who she is because of those choices that she made. And so
Oh,
now, right. So now she's decided that regardless of those choices that I previously made, I now choose to connect to the lineage of my God spark, my source connection. I choose to remember that I am a part of that all when I make these choices. So that means that I can make bigger choices. I can make better choices. I can make choices that I never knew I had the chance to choose, which is how I started this off when I was saying I was beating myself up. And that's actually something that she went through. She went through, I'm going to separate myself from everybody, and I'm going to go sulk about the kind of bitch I was in the past. And, I had all these ways of myself of making money. Yes, I was. Yes, I did. And yes, and I could relate to her at that point. This was something I saw last night. So once I'm looking at the fact that how I started off saying, yes, I did beat myself up, because I'm like, damn, I know better than those things. But I'm better from having made these choices for those things. And so now, as I go back and remember who I am and connected to the former I ams, those I ams that are connected through my lineage, my family tree, down onto the God spark and the all space. Yeah, yeah. I do feel like, now my choices, I can make bigger choices because I'm thinking bigger. I'm including more. I'm able to my eyesight isn't tunnel vision. My focus can be more on a macro, including the micro, but not separate from the micro, but the perspective with more of a encompassing all.
oh, yes.
That's grand. That's grand. That's great, great grand. That's great, 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 great grands, and all the grands of the greats connected into the process of the vision of that. That's like, I'm getting close to being able to encompass the all. That's my goal. My goal is to be able to get to the point where I am that I am.
So, yes, give thanks for sharing, precious mother love. That is an acknowledging also our connection once again, because the allness that you spoke about, you know, being a part of, that's, that includes teleportation. And if Your person recalls when Celeste was around, maybe even before, right before Celeste came, when she first came, my person had shared this the same thing in a different manner. It has shared that it apologized for the, on this journey. It did not fully know itself, especially when coming back from Houston. Came back from Houston, nigga lived in a crack house, lived in a crystal meth house, so it had that vibration, that residue and shit like that. Even though nigga came back and said, we coming back to work for God, but he was still a little dirty from the dirty South. And so in the process of working for God, the residue was there. So some action and shit like that may have been, that shit there, that is shit, that is unpleasant and shit. And so again, at some point, my person said, "Oh, my person was operating from residue." And then it's understanding this shit. It said, "Look here, we had a 30. Even then, it was like a 30-year journey. We got a 30-year journey. And even in the beginning of the journey, we was like, okay, we going to find God, before church. And then at some point, was out there, did some shit, went to Houston, came back from Houston, like, we ready now. We know, we intellectually know what God is, but now we're ready. But we should be ready. We just came back from, the prodigal son. You see, the prodigal son. It intellectually knew this shit and still went to Houston. Went in the world and was caught up. Had fun and shit out there in the trap house in the hood in Southwest Texas. The nigga came back. He was like, we ready. But he was still dirty from the pig
Yeah,
pen.
you was sent for.
The pig pen had that nigga
You was
dirty.
sent for.
Crows in the swamp.
An
I'm
angel
still
sent for
ready
you
at
to
the same
return back
time.
to him.
Ready. And we came back. It was like, nigga, we working for God. And so it's something it's like about what, maybe 16. So we say maybe about 8 years ago, about eight infinity, about 8 years ago, we was like, look here. As we was back here for a while, I was like, shit, we apologize. And because what your person just shared about the sister who had experienced, we had that revelation, and it was with some plants. So it wasn't that it was removed, but it was, just an awareness through the plants that just like with the predator prey. Most recently, Tahuti said, use the predator and the prey. The shit that happened to you as a child, the trauma shit, you did the same shit growing up through the adult life, but didn't see it because it's a duality. It's correspondence. It didn't look the same, but it was
Negative and the positive.
right. And so it's just like that same thing. It was like, oh, we see that now. So we release all of those things my person operated. Even now, this is like another reset. We release those things we operated from the victim and the predator. Because we was unaware. While at the same time, they were talking about we doing good, we meditating, we got this chakra, see, emotional wellness. So this in this journey, coming to this place with the sister and now my person, we have to we embody the compassion of Christ now. Because all those times my person thought it was doing good, it could have been doing better, but it didn't see it. It didn't see it.
So you were doing great.
It didn't see it. But it thought it was doing good.
But the fact that you were doing great at the time that you didn't know that you was doing good then opened up the door for you to do great.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you was great then and you great now. You'll be great gonna be great going up into further or the future or the now or the however it is that it rolls. So you
Right.
great.
And the greatest thing about it, now my person can see itself anywhere on that journey from the traumas growing up to where it is now. Whenever it engages somebody, when it relaxes and open up, it can see self anywhere on that timeline. So it knows how to write the letter to the child as it's talking to the child right now, no matter how old the child is. whether it be 222 or 102. It's the vibration of the separation from the all. Because what my person is now is able to recognize the timeline that stuff is on outside and offer some stuff, even if it says you're not ready now, because I wasn't ready. We wasn't ready. So you're not ready. We say we accept that. We're just gonna breathe and just hold space for you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mother, precious mother love.
This is good shit here.
Yeah, that's like,
This
can you
nigga.
remember when you were 25,
Shit.
which is
Hell
right
yeah.
now, because you're 25 right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you remember right
Right.
now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you remember right now when you was 25. You 25 right now. So you remember right now?
Yeah, I remember, and I remember right now.
Yeah,
We was hanging out
yeah.
20 that there too.
So
Oh no,
I
yeah.
want to add one more little piece on to what I shared about the girl,
Mhm.
the psychic person reconnecting herself to her past person, and then allowing the current person to move them shift into position, because the way her memories came to her were in marbles. And if you remember, when I shared with you that that time that I became a part of the all, when I came back, part of the coming back process was me being able to pull my marbles back together. And so, and those were like my memories. And so when I pulled those marbles back to myself, or some of those marbles look like my marbles, but weren't my marbles. And so I have now incorporated someone else's marbles into my marbles, and now that has become a part of me. But that was what I was saying before, is that I just wanted to relate back to, because I didn't, this is the first time me discussing this out loud, because I just saw this program last night, didn't recognize how relevant it was to me, my journey, and my connections to not only the depth of my past, but how this psychic and psycho thing is, because that marble piece, when I was I was scattered across the all, and it took myself 3 days to pull the marbles back together, to get back to a place of being capable of a regular function. I'm serious. I mean, I was, how it started, because I was listening to some Comcast meditation station. You know how they have these meditation stations. So I was listening to one of those, and I had been used to doing some astral travel and astral projection. Well, in that particular meditation, because I decided, okay, I'm going to meditate. My daughter was in the other room. I'm going to just go meditate. Lay down listening to this stuff. And while I was ready to take a trip, where I had tripped to was like this Asian cherry blossom kind of background. I'd say, Japanese or whatever. And there was this
Kill
arc,
Bill.
huh?
Kill Bill.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm not sure of that. How?
Go ahead. That was the comment section. Go ahead.
Oh, so it got to the point where I was walking across a field. I glimpsed across the field. I could see that there was this arch bridge. The arch bridge in the distance had a light on it, and as I was trying to focus in on what was on the bridge, I recognized that a voice was coming to me and says, "Do not look upon me." And when I looked upon the light, because I was doing it at the very same time, like just a few seconds after that, I had already started the gaze. I had started to gaze at it. Once I began to focus, it's like it scattered my brain. Like the light was too much for this vessel to hold at one time. Over time, I have learned to be able to hold more light. But at that time, which was, let's see, my daughter was maybe about 8 or 9. So that was like over 25 years ago, you know.
that's
So
like
at
the
the time, so at the time, my vessel could not hold that much light, and so so my capacity was exceeded. So there was like a mental eruption, like I stayed in that lucid place. I stayed in that lucid place for like 72 hours, in a zombie like state, walking around the physical, doing the things that were required of me as a maintaining, the vessel. But there was like a distant connection still out there gathering pieces, still out there putting the puzzle back together. And I believe I rushed at the end, and that's when I started making, mistakenly pulling in some other marbles that were not mine. But they're there. But I'm kind of.
nah, don't be
You are
bullshit,
it.
man. You was in there, that's your shit too. Own that shit. That's the problem. You
I
think people
own
just
it
come in
now.
and
I
let you
definitely
try it.
own it.
You pull that shit in, that's your shit. All right, bet. There it is. Let's make that shit happen. You see
Remember,
what I'm saying?
remember, you are
Oh,
it.
oh, I didn't do that. Oh, yes, the fuck you did.
Some part of me did. Some part of me did. Yeah.
You powerful as shit. Let's not get back, using that. You did
Well,
that
there's
shit.
some things I wish I could have left out there in limbo, though. I'm telling you, though.
Well, if that's the
I'm ready.
case, then you
I'm
look at
ready
it
to.
because you are the
I,
master of that. So if you called it in here, then you can look at it and be like, hey yo, motherfucker, look, motherfucker, I don't like you. Get the fuck out of my house. You see what I'm
well,
saying?
I'm.
You sitting in there, but I got you in here sleeping on my couch and shit and using up and eating my food because out of my loving kindness, I'm gonna entertain your demons and so forth and so on. So that's your choice.
That's
Again,
right.
we get
That's
back to the
right.
choice of the whole thing.
That's right.
So we can't dance around the whole fact that it is that you let these niggas in here. You see what I'm saying? Oh, baby, come on in. Niggas just don't show up. How come the nigga at the bus stop right now ain't at your house right now? Because you ain't let that nigga in. But this nigga that you know that know you, it's like, oh, you let him in? All right, look, nigga, I did that. Oh, I let you in. I let you in. And then at the end of the
She
day,
disappeared.
no. Yeah, we got the smoke on that one. That's the shit. I put that, I
This
know that,
is an
I
herbal
inhaled
cigarette.
that, I inhaled that motherfucker. That motherfucker. I inhaled that shit in and didn't even and then exhale. Then he exhaled all my inhaled all my exhale. Because it's like, oh, I'm letting out all my
That's an
shit.
herbal
It's
cigarette
like, oh, taking it all
with
in.
Damiana and melon and.
Transmuting the energy, baby. That's how we do it. Transmuting the energy.
You know, man.
So, but I'm looking for. I need to. I am inventing a spiritual garbage vortex. I'm inventing. I am
Stop
inventing.
I want the knife.
Get your thoughts together. Get it together.
I
We can
got
take
it,
our time
soft.
and
I got
meditate
my
and we can
thoughts
think
together.
about this so that we can spend our wishes wisely.
Oh yeah.
That was like 20 of them right there. Goddamn, say something.
He
I'm just fucking
crazy.
with you.
He
But
crazy.
look,
He crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
Him
But it's like,
crazy.
nah, but
Him,
let's get it together.
yeah.
Let's not just say
Yes.
something just to say something. Let's.
So I am inventing vortexes to dispose of my spiritual garbage. Any of the, because I have found that I have some excess in some areas that I'm willing to let loose or let go of. So I want to find creative ways to tunnel that and then replace it with what's needed. No longer needed will be removed. So I'm inventing a way to systematically purge the excess, the things I don't need, so that I can have more of what I do need or whatever I choose to have more of.
How you do that?
So
Use
I'm
maintenance.
having to make choices of what I want less of so that I can make new choices of what I want more of, what I have the desire for more of, what I desire to have more of.
Oh, that's not. I mean, that's how you do. That's not like an invention. That's just a that's a utilization of what's already there.
Well, I'm recognizing that my
Choices.
space capacity, I need to get some more gigs. I need to add more. I'm at the place where more gig space is needed or is desired for expansion. Like how we used to be on some 2 gig stuff, and now we on uh whatever those terabytes or whatever. Like I'd like to find the button that converts my space so I can have a turbo expansion.
Would you like a suggestion? Would you like a suggestion
Okay,
on how to do that? It's already there. Everything is inside. Everything is inside. So
okay, I
this
need
is
the key to unlock that door.
listen. Your person still looks at gathering information from the outside. YouTube, different mentors, different teachers.
Us.
No, different
I am
YouTube.
I am a resource.
Listen,
Yes, we are resources.
listen, listen. You spoke
Nowhere
of the
near what I used to though.
listen. You spoke of the Akashic records from the sister. My personal intellect saying it's the pineal gland. It's the first eye. Your person have had access. So there's a correlation between getting information, you know, what Billy Carson and they wonderful. The YouTube, they wonderful. Red pill, blue pill, black magic, red magic, the Kundalini rising, Dr. Sanada, Sadnetta, Phil Valentine. They, they wonderful. And what happens is, as you're looking for the information from the outside, you're not open to what's already here. So it's not that you have to increase your gigs. It's not about increasing specifically for your person. Everybody really. It's not about increasing. It's about stopping anything from coming in, and so that you can see what you already have, which is everything. So it's not about increasing. You got it. You are it. Over 30 years, my person know you are it. You are it. We know this. And we also know that when you want to download out of to talk about something because you saw something, you read something, you got some information, the portal is open now. We didn't say anything before because that's your free will. But now as you say, I would like to get some more expansion, we can mention now something that we've observed for quite some time. The more you get information, you're not looking at all that you have because you're looking to get something else. But you got it all. So it's not about as soon as you that, I'm gonna shut that shit off and just sit with what I got, you will realize, you will know it will come. That's how you do it. It's right because it's right there. Shut that shit off and watch it come.
I am the way, the truth, and the light.
It's gonna come up. That's what my friend says. It's uploads. We don't get downloads. Downloads from the outside. We get uploads. It's from the inside. When you shut off the information from the information from the TV, that's the downloads because that's from the outside. You saw it on TV, the YouTube, you read it. That's the download. But when you cut the downloads off and you sit down, you get uploads because it's from the inside. So you don't need to get more of nothing. To stop doing some. You say choices. Choose not to watch choose to cut shit off and watch
Okay,
it
let
come
me
back.
cut this shit
You
off.
know,
Let me say this now. Okay, in reference to what you just said, how I feel about that, you didn't fully get the perspective of what I was sharing because when I was sharing, I hadn't finished sharing. So, but let me say this, I connect and resonate with certain things, and that actually begins to like puts a label on the drawer, the file cabinet that would come from. And so now when that file cabinet comes out, it's got a long, long, long trail of all these things that it's connected to, all the words that now connect with that drawer of whatever that information that resonated with me is. So from there, when I say the expansion of, I'm speaking on the level of being able to incorporate all of the information. Like I don't have like God's mind, like how people say part of the Bible or something in there says that we couldn't wrap our mind around how big or how vast
yeah.
the information is that's in God's mind. So what I'm saying is that I want to be able to be in the position of utilizing all of the resources that I have. Like I want to have the capability. I know I can tap into the World Wide Web. I've done that before. I've done the GPS thing. I've done the download, upload, whatever into being able to do something that I wasn't capable of doing before until I tapped into the all. I've got that. But what I'm saying is I want to be able to I am in the place of gearing up and ramping up to the place where I'm at genius level comprehension. I'm
Well,
above
okay, then
genius.
stop wanting. So stop wanting. You're doing a lot of
Right.
wanting.
That's why I cut
Wanting
that
is like,
word out and changed
right,
that
but no,
word.
but you just said it like 20 times. This is what I'm sitting there.
But then
I
that's
know
why
I'm
I
sitting there
changed
listening
it.
to you.
That's
You
why I
said it
kept
20
changing it.
times. Right. I want to be able to, I want to be able to, I am. You are.
Right.
That's
So
what you
I'm
said. You
changing
said,
my
want to be in
mindset.
a
Thank
place
you
of
for
I
helping me.
am. You already have it. So all of this
Right.
cutting everybody, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's like we're sitting telling you,
No.
you are that already. He just told you that you
All I'm
are that.
saying
We're
is
30,
I'm getting
20
to the
years,
Okay.
place
30.
of utilizing that mechanism. I'm getting to the place where I'm able to expand the platform that I stand on when I tap in. That's what I'm saying. I am at that place where I now know that is even a choice to make. This is all I'm saying. I'm recognizing that these are now options that are available at the levels where I play.
And
So
yes,
thank you for helping me to recognize those.
yes, and it still applies. When you shut
And
down the information from coming in, you will see that you are doing, you are that. That's it's the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
okay, well, we can always choose to agree to disagree in ways that are similar and ways that are different.
No,
I said it in my
Oh
this is,
my
perspective, and
God.
you know what this is? This is one of
I
those things where
accept
this.
it
Oh
from
my
your
God.
version, but I still accept that my version is different because
No,
it's
no,
me
it
that's
can't look
interpreting
like
it.
no, look, you gotta understand. This is the whole. It's the whole back and forth, right? So I may have come off harsh, but precious mother
Okay.
love, you know I love you. This is the part of it where it gets sensitive because this is the whole thing that we are creating. You see what I'm saying? It's the whole part. That's the dark side and the light side. It's like it's always the shift of both sides. So you got the good angel, and then you got the little devil on this side. Boom, on both shoulders. You see what I'm saying? So it's the breathing and balancing of both energies, holding it together, seeing where it comes. You see what I'm saying? Let's not paint a picture as if this is like an attack or anything like that. This is what happens in as you have seen and know. You see what I'm saying? This is all just what it is. This is the truth of it. So when we're talking about things, when we're putting stuff out on the table, it's like, yo, I'm like, look, yeah, I'm not. It may seem harsh. Cool. Do you take it that way? Is that your perspective? Knowing me? You see what I'm saying?
No,
It's like, okay, so regardless of what everybody else, we know the level that we're on as far as like as our relationship and how things we've been through and so forth and so on. You see what I'm saying? What we're getting at. And these are the deep, intricate, sensitive things that sometimes we don't want to talk about. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Okay. Well, this is what I'd like to say that I just received from what you said, and that add my little 2 cents to it. Okay, so it's kind of it's kind not selfish, but it's sort of self-centered for me to see it from my side. But it's also not self-centered when I can see it from all sides. But that's like part of the oneness. But to choose to have my own side and choose to be on my own side, I'm just saying I see your side. I don't disagree with everything, but I don't agree with everything. But I agree enough to say, okay, I see your side. I see your point. But I'm also saying we agree to disagree on the things that we disagree on, and we agree to agree on the things that we agree on. Because from my perspective, I still have some differences, is my thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, and you will. That's fine. Like that's not a yeah. That was my whole point of saying all that. It's the two serpents. It's this side and that side always fighting and warring against each other. And then at the
Right.
end of the day, you come to the consensus that you was all arguing about the same thing. That's fine. You got your differences. That's cool. You can have that. That's fine. I got my differences. Guess what? I'm a man. You're a woman. Yeah, wow, big differences. Now we got differences. You know what I mean? Oh wow,
Oh
okay.
God,
We will
Mother,
have
Father,
all of that.
God.
Right. Look, we will have all of that, and that's fine. Doesn't change anything other than the fact my perspective. Like, whoa, let me look at it from this way. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Hey, she feels this way. Okay, I feel this way. It's a feeling. That's why it doesn't matter whether we have differences, and there doesn't have to be a separation. You know, you have a thought about a particular thing. That's great. That's wonderful. Let's build on that. I have this thought about that. Somehow or another, these thoughts come together, and it's like, wait a minute, are you saying this that way, and I'm saying that this way? No, well, and that's where we go. Oh no, you got your way, I got my way. Oh, okay, wonderful, that's great. You thinking that way, I'm thinking this way, and then this and that is the same thing. But we don't agree that it's the same thing, so now we got to argue about whether the same thing is the same thing. And it continues on and on and on and on. You see, oh, that. You breathing, you breathing. You breathe. Is that breath? Can we agree on that? All right, there we go. That's one thing we can agree on, right? Can you stop that? Okay, well, for as long as you can, for as long as you type all kinds of different ways, so then argue with that. After that, doesn't really concern your theory on how it is that I inhale and exhale breath. Congratulations, you've made it.
I tell you, ta-da! You're it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
One love and wellness. Ashe, heart happy hour. Love plus art equals wellness.
What's up? What's up? Why we got cut
Oh,
commercial? Cut commercial? Cut commercial?
there's another correlation that came up with my person's journey and your person's experience. As we say quite frequently, Mother Love as manifestation of the feminine energy, full of experiences that my person is manifestation of the divine masculine, intellectually knows and understands. And it's back to the being scattered with the light. So the other theory is that the divine master says our plan, the breath of life training, meditation initiation system, also known as, or affectionately known as, the boat, the boat, the boat, right, is a lifestyle that prepares Gab. Gab is a Kemetic term from the tree of life, our Society. It's the bottom of the tree of life, the very last sphere of the tree of life. Sphere number 10 is Geb, the physical world, which is the physical body. So Geb, so a person's both, the lifestyle is a comedic is initiate. Geb, the bottom of the tree of life, earth has to be prepared so that the light from the first sphere, Osir, sphere number one, Osir, which is there. And you got all these other deities, which is the chakras. So these chakras and shit in between Osir, Osar, what we know about God. The soul, our soul in its physical body is the chakras. This is the tree of life. This is the tree of life. And so what happens is, we say, my person says, the vote says, if, better yet, when you prepare the physical body to receive the light, so you can look. And instead of being scattered, you look and become one with. Oh shit! Oh, we won! We just oh shit! Gateway! Let's teleport! Water to wine! You want to go water? Oh, we
Fireworks,
yeah!
explosion,
Oh,
all the
it's
lights,
orgasm!
energy, freedom.
Yes, so that's why the art of sovereign living is being changed to Freedom Fridays. We've already said that. We're going to Freedom Friday. We're changing the name, but it's the same shit. But we got to connect. We got to connect with niggas. The art of sovereign living. That's good, but nigga, freedom from what? Nigga, you want to be free? Free to have the physical body ready to receive the light. So you connect, so you become one with it. You're not scattered. You got to get your shit back together. All this shit is up. Some shit over there. That's all there. When Seth, this is a beautiful segue to the Assyrian resurrection. Watch this. Listen, we ride. Put your seatbelt on. We multi-dimensional. It's the same point. The Osirian resurrection. This is clip, the short version. Osar and Osir.
Free from doing dumb shit.
Osar and Osir. Osiris and Isis, Greeks. And Haru, Horus. So Osir and Osir, doing their thing. Husband, wife, brother, and sister. Twins. The feminine and the masculine. And so what happens is the masculine Set, Satan says, oh, this nigga, he was jealous. I said, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Hey brother, look here, I got something for you. It's a surprise. All right. And Osed, the story is, Satan cut up Osed, God, and scattered. God was scattered. Isis had to look for Osiris. Look for him upon everything except the phallus. Everything except the phallus. So what happened? Her emotions. Oh, the nigga gone. And the nigga can't find the nigga dick. Oh, that shit, the penis, the phallus. Oh, her emotions. Oh, fuck it. Guess we'll create another one. Shit, fuck it. So she wasn't saying like, boo hoo, he's gone. I'll create another one because that's what the feminine mother creates. Created Haru. Say, Haru, look here. This nigga your uncle. This is a myth, but it's all you. Everything is you. All four of you. Say, look here. This nigga your uncle, Satan, your ego. He killed God. God. So what you gotta do is you gotta subdue. You can't kill him. But you gotta subdue him. You gotta merge with him, become one with him. So Haru becomes the hero because he does that. The ego sin. That's what the person says. When you understand your ego, you are to merge with it. You're not to kill it. When you merge with it, you become Osar, and you're back with Offset, and it's perfect. That's the Osirian resurrection story. So again, back to this physical body. Not to become scattered like Osir, because that's an Osirian resurrection. The physical body wasn't ready, so Osar has been scattered. So Offset, the feminine Easter egg hunt with the children, looking for the eggs, looking for Osar. That's Easter egg. Isis, the children looking for Osar, looking for the body. And so when you look for your pieces to put this physical body back together, so the boat is a lifestyle. That's our 30-year connection. We've been talking this shit forever, but now for the last 30 years we got more serious. The last 10 years, now we're saying, look here, shit. We on this journey together. And Tony the motherfucking E. This the motherfucking, this the Hootie right here. This motherfucking Tristan
Look,
gets to Hootie.
look, let me tell you something real quick. I got to get in on this shit because this is
You,
this,
this shit, you your
look, let me
shit.
tell you straight up. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know, I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about the all stars and the all sets and the all this and the all that.
What happened? Come on, sit down. You want me? Come on in. Oh, the sound, the one o'clock? That's next door. The other house. Yeah. Yeah. At the corner. All right. Next door, right next door.
Hey, you know, you always in the right place at the right time. You know,
Oh yeah,
that's
she
what
over
it
there.
is. It is what it is. There you go. Take that with you. So now I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? You all said and all sorry and all this and all that and all this niggas Horace and fuck and all this. I don't know what the fuck none of that shit means, nigga.
And dig this.
Talking English. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's okay. It's some good and evil. It's some shit. It's some this. It's some that. It's some fucked up shit. Some wonderful loving. I don't know what the fuck. This nigga and that nigga. And like, yo, my uncle. My uncle. You said you mentioned my uncle. My uncle is a hater. And it's like, yo, my cousin. My cousin's a hater. This nigga is hating on it. I don't know all sorry and all set and all this. All I'm like, it's like when these niggas show up, I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, that's how I know the niggas is oh shit. Oh fuck.
You know,
God damn.
you realize how perfect this shit is. How perfect this shit is. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
This.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Physical and non-physical beings. All beings. So Trish McGister says he felt left out. The reason being, Tony, who we call Trish McGister, oh, Tahuti, my person's main spirit guide. You know, the spirit guide, you know, the guys and shit. Tahuti, oh, that's my person's main spirit guide on the fetch and shit, because Tahuti does the shit. And he wrote the book, all the books, the Emerald Tablets, you know, the Just Because of the Dead, the Perfect Emerald, all the shit about ascension and shit like that. Manga Tahuti, Trish McGister wrote the shit. And so Tony chose the name Trish McGish on Instagram. He chose the name of Ascension, of the mother who wrote the book. You know, the omniscience. Talking about the Akashic records, that's Trish McGish. That's the omniscience, the wisdom, Tahuti of God. It's sitting right here. So, you know, he said he left out. And the reason why Tone E, singing the bowls, Tone E, bowl master Tone E was left out, because my person gave the short version of the story, and then I mentioned Tahuti. So he said something. And Tahuti in the story, when Haru was doing the battle, alleged the battle was set, when he got his eye plucked out. They said the eye of Haru. And then got his eye plucked out. Oh! And so that's blind Haru. So blind Haru, that's half-assed.
That's also a Kill Bill scene that Precious Mother Love was talking about earlier when she mentioned the Japanese blossoms or whatever she was talking about.
It's full circle.
She took her fucking eye and went, all right.
This
all comes together.
This is how it all comes together. And my person, the high priest, got to be able to connect the dots. That's what Tahuti saying. They can connect the dots. You was too far on one side. You left out the group. Right. And kill is to live. So kill Bill is to live Bill. So bring Bill back to life. Right? Everything's everything. So when Haru got his eye plucked out, blind Haru blind. You know, that's when the ego that said doing this thing. You know, we making choices not good for everybody. Cause we only see with one eye. You know, that's Haru, that's the ego. That's like, oh nigga, my person did that blind Haru. It was out selling the crack. So they can't work for the white man. They can't work for the white man. Cause they're working for the devil. They gonna sell some crack to get this money. That's blind Haru. That's Haru the eye plucked out. That's half ass. That's not seeing my eye. Not seeing my eye. And so Tahuti comes in, the omniscient, and restores the vision. So that you can see both sides, both eyes. So see both sides, then the eye is singular. So you have a singular eye, Tahuti. The first eye see both sides. And so with that, this is all this shit is in us. Because Tahuti, who restores the eye of blind Haru. Blind Haru is a nigga making choices Nigga think it's good, but it's only half good because you missing the other side. It's not benefit. It's not. There's a bigger picture. This is back to Pressing Mother Love told a story about the squirrels, and she was like, "I'm gonna get some shit for them damn nigga squirrels for years. They've been fucking with a nigga. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get y'all ass." And I started doing some shit, and the birds came. The bird that's blind and rude because the birds came. The birds. Tahuti came as a bird. Tahuti came as a bird and look here, Pressing Mother Love. We understand what you got with them. There's another way that's more holistic. Because this way, you're damaging you and them and the environment. So look at it this way. And so Mother Love's sight was restored. Oh, I can see. I've been redeemed. So then Haru, as she's operating Haru now, more harmoniously, she's operating as God. So that's how all this shit is in us. And we all have our own stories. And when we did something, we thought it was good. But then we got the insight who to say, look here, nigga, things got a different way. You could have been better. Like, oh shit, we could have been better. And the more that we listen to Tahuti, just sit and I've always say, cut the shit off. Because you got this shit. Tahuti's right here, nigga. Why you keep watching this shit on the outside? We talk the ass every goddamn day. And then you talk to other niggas, confirm, let me share some shit, confirm on the outside. When you already, it's coming from the inside, that's why you're drawn to it, because it's already here. So if you shut that shit off, Haru, because you got one eye, go to Tahuti, you get both eyes, you see the insight, and then you know every goddamn thing you want to know. You know the goddamn shit. Because you are the Arthurian resurrection. Outside, been resurrected. Yeshua, Christ consciousness is all the same. So again,
with
that's
no
what the
bill.
boat does. This is the boat. The boat says, okay, you got this shit, explain this shit in all the dimensions all the time now. So the child can get it. And that's what we're doing. Soulful Sundays. You it. You it. You been it.
Ashe. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, I am.
Give thanks. It's Christmas McGinnis. See, he ain't say nothing now. I ain't say that. We doing good. We doing good.
And agreed.
He's a good teacher.
Agreed.
Now listen to the nigga. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So,
Don't be intimidated by the bark. Yeah. Yeah. It's just to get your attention. Yeah. The bark is to get your attention. Yeah. Like, yo, what's really good? Right. You good. Thank you.
so happy Sunday, family. Happy Malcolm X Day birthday. How
Okay.
happy day of the sun.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and start. We wrapped up. The vibe is going, man. This vibe is going. You feel the energy. You're ready.
It's 1:11 right now. 1:11 p.m. 111.
Got the bowls. We got the bowls going.
You guys know, right? You guys, so I'm just gonna come. I don't want you to come and then, yeah.
Give a thanks. And next time we'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll see you Monday.
Okay. Yes. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Deliette. She's the Ethiopian sister from Mexico. That's interesting. She's from Mexico, but she's Ethiopian. Here for 2 months on loan at the temple. She's been doing sound bath and yoga. So, and she wanted to come check. She wanted to come check and see, like, look here. Because Soulful Sun is in the sound bath. Wanted to come check. She's about to close the doors because people over there. Because usually we'll close down and go to the sound bath, but shit, we got our own vibe. We here. She leaving anyway. And dig this, and because my person is being trained by her, we have these we meet, and she's been certified and shit, so she's trained some shit. So when she leaves, then officially we will be shutting down so that my person can do the sound baths at 1 o'clock. So this will be a thing when she leaves moving forward. So, again, this all gateway
Continuing.
is happening. Right, right. And we doing our thing, and she's because we was like, damn, it would be good because we know how to play a bowl. they got the bowls here, but now to get certain, about, you got to know what you got. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to know
Okay.
what you got. You got to know how powerful you are. What you have. And this is perfect. Perfect. Watch this. Real quick. Real quick. This ties it all in. This ties it all in. Because again, as the high priest, it makes sense. And so my person didn't go looking for it. It came here. It came here. And then she said, when I leave, I want this to continue. And she was like, and she told me Dr. Sonata, but they got to either be certified or I need to train them because she's been, a few different certifications, so she knows her shit. And this is Dr. Sonata's energy, focus and sound bowls. It's like because Tony, you got Dr. Sonata energy also, and it's focus and sound bowls. It's the same thing. That's all right. It just manifests differently. So the point is, the point is, the point is, it's that fire. It's that fire. It's that fire. And because she's feminine, it's not easily directed. So it is on both. It is that Gemini. It is that same thing. That's why a lot of times we don't like ourselves when we see ourselves. Cause like, but it's not your story. We just want to drop that in. It's back to personal. And because again, when holding space, when you are it, when you say, okay, cool, this is how we should show up. Yet you focus on what you're already doing, and then when you're ready, then how you see yourself showing it'll come to you. Now we say, okay, cool, we're gonna meet and get the formal stuff. So now she signed off. And Dr. already said, do it. So it's already established. So again, and then this leads the door to not just Soulful Sunday, but my personal own like the emotional wellness stuff. Now we're going to add the sound bath as a part of the experience. So we've increased what we already do by the information that came to say you should be doing it. Keep focusing on what you're doing, and when it's time to increase, so we still got focus on write-ups and soulful stuff. We still got focus on the details. So don't get yourself too scattered. Don't be too scattered. Don't be too scattered. Where you looking to jump ahead. I gotta find this. I gotta find that. I gotta find this. I gotta find that. That's when you're scattered. When you go out looking. I gotta find this. I gotta find you scattered. Because I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm scattered. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. You say, "Love it. I admit I am complete.
Versus
And what
attracting
I'm
it.
doing is, right, I am perfecting and mastering what I'm doing right now. Now you focus on this, you're going to say, hey, look here. Yeah, I
Magnify.
would like for you to learn this. Right, it just comes to you, be like, okay, cool. And you're focused, but you're not so focused that you know what's going on. Because sometimes you be so tunnel blind, you don't know what's going on. Oh, then you see you standing right there. But you focus with it, like, oh, I see you standing right there. And then unless we open. So if you got something that's beneficial, we open for that. But if it's not beneficial, we're not gonna receive it because we're not open for that. This has been the fucking gateway. This is all set. Because you got both eyes, you see everything, and you open to what's beneficial. If it's not beneficial, since you don't have that vibration, it's not gonna come. So that's how you can focus here, and you're aware of everything. It's a force field. It's that white bubble, that pink shield that most of us are familiar with, that we put around us for protection. Only good shit come in, and bad shit don't. Having all the seven major, the tree of life of life, so Gab can feel all that shit, is your way of living in gateway, of being present right now, present in the moment, with the future and the past, aware of it all, and not being moved unless you know it's the next movement. You only move when you know it's the next movement. That's how still you are. You so still, you only move when you know it's the next movement because it's moving all around. And so, which means you're still but not still at the same time because you got to be ready to move.
All right. Well, I'm ready to move, and I move that we end the segment that we're on the public scene, and I've got something to propose to you on the private scene. So I'll call you right afterwards in reference to that. But
Yeah, y'all
yeah,
need to just sign off. Yeah, straight. All right, y'all. We cut this short. What time? We've been over
Why you
2 hours.
put that out there if you was gonna say some shit that was private? Why you put that out there like it was like some
Oh
shit?
yeah, somebody watching also. Yeah,
Yeah,
they got one
somebody watching.
viewer.
It's like now you keeping secrets and shit. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, there
You
we
know what I'm
go.
saying? It's like shit. So now that you can put it out there that you're gonna do some shit in private, now we can do that shit in public. So
Wow.
thank you, please, because I
Wow.
personally would like to know myself now that you can put it out there what it is that you're talking
And
Well,
make
you were
sure.
included in the private consultation part of it, but I
about. See what I mean?
basically,
See this right here.
I'm gonna
Right
say it
here. See,
publicly.
don't
Hold
forget
your
it right here.
horses.
Right here. Right here.
So
Right
what I
here.
was about to say was, I had such a powerful gateway experience on my last experience. I've been apprehensive to approach it again. So I wanted to avail myself to the two of you because I know both of you have engaged and are experienced and probably would enjoy the opportunity to engage in a gateway session. So that's what I was about to ask. If you guys would like, I could be there in about 20 to 25 minutes, or we could decide where to do it because we could go to nature or whatever. But I would like to engage in a gateway session, but I need a spotter. So,
Okay.
is there any time on the agenda that would allow us to engage in such a session today?
Well, as long as my person is able to get a ride to Creative Suitland by say 3:15, 3:15, my person is open.
Okay, okay.
And just
Well,
yeah, just a commercial on that. Today is Iyasawu is healing um, African dance. So it's an African dance elders edition where she's been dancing for over 40, maybe 50 years, all her life. Don't know how old she is. And once a month she does the healers edition where it's the African dance that's more towards healing. And so my person is involved in that. And it's an open invitation for those who are open to not just African dancing, but more and or the more less, jumping around, but more the graceful, more of the Tai Chi version of Tai Chi Qigong version of African dance. So that's what it is. The Tai Chi Qigong version of African dance. So that's going on. I want to get that commercial out there. So my person is open.
okay.
All right.
Well, I do. Excuse me. I also want to make sure that I remind everyone that each month I will be doing or have been doing and will continue to do a full moon event. And this month's full moon event is this week on Thursday, which is in a couple of days. So Master Shep, High Priest Master Shep will be doing a presentation. I will be doing a presentation. Brother Law or DJ Ghost will also be doing presenting a few things himself. So if you're interested in being a presenter at some point, please be in touch with one of the two of us. If you are interested in attending this one on Thursday, again, please be in touch with one of the two of us because it is a personal invitation only. So we want to know who we're inviting and we'll judge accordingly after the conversation because you may also want to come to or prefer to come to one of our beginner sessions or one of our sessions that includes beginners language and intro 101 kinds of stuff because the one that's on Thursday is a group of practitioners at mastery levels. We have doctors, we have wizards, we have witches, warlocks, and wonderful energy workers. I don't, not those titles for real, but at those levels of the energy game. So if you'd like to join us, vibration, yes. So please reach out, and we would love to enjoy that opportunity with you. But then we also have gateway meditations that will be posted again soon. We, for the first year, did them in a virtual manner. So we'll have some more virtual gateway meditations coming up with all of the latest and greatest included. So, and in some cases, we may even have that part of the presentation on those days of those events available virtually too. So check it out. One love and wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. Heart Happy Hour family. Thank you for joining me for this Soulful Sunday edition of Heart Happy Hour. Season 5.
Okay, all right. See everybody next strong next Sunday for another Soulful Sunday. And again, remember you walk with Malcolm. Yes. Vitamins
Shit might
necessary.
get real on
That's
a
right.
motherfucker. God damn. One
Oh,
love,
yes, sir,
wellness, equal
yes.
love and light. That shit, you know what I'm saying? Pow, pow, bang, bang, nigga.
I tell you.
For
I say, ooh.